With the student population growing more and more each year in northern Colorado, it is understandable that these students require basic home furnishings for their new apartment and/or dorm. However, there's a lack of affordable, high-quality furniture that currently exists in northern Colorado. Right now, there are a lot of boutique furniture stores that are high quality, high cost, but not high quality, low cost stores that exist in the northern Colorado area. My name is Jax Foy, and I'm here today to discuss the idea of opening an IKEA store in Fort Collins, the northern Colorado area, and if it is feasible to do so. I will talk about the feasibility criteria, including costs and the social desirability that must exist in order to have an IKEA. This brings me to my first point of cost. The cost to build an IKEA store varies from location to location and is dependent on the size of the store and the location of the store. In 2005, it was found that the average cost to build an IKEA was around $66 million. However, when IKEA built its only Colorado location in Centennial, it was estimated that the cost was around $83 million. Along with that, the company recently purchased land in Broomfield, Colorado, and is set to build come 2020, and the cost to build that store will be roughly around the same price as the Centennial, Colorado store. Overall, when it comes to cost, it is not feasible for IKEA to build a store in northern Colorado as they are currently budgeting for their Broomfield location, and it would not be financially responsible for them to buy land and plan for a third store in northern Colorado. This brings me to my second point of social desirability. When opening an IKEA store, there are certain population requirements that the company must abide by to make a store socially desirable and profitable. According to an interview conducted by Retail Merchandiser magazine with IKEA Public Affairs Manager Joseph Roth, he posited that when locating for a new store, IKEA seeks out trade areas that have a population base of 2 million people within a 30 to 40 mile radius of a store location. Upon examination of the Denver metro population, it was discovered that Metro Denver has a population of more than 3 million people and has a growth rate that has consistently outpaced the national rate every decade since the 1930s. It is justifiable as to why IKEA chose its Centennial location in Colorado for its first store, as the population it is serving is well over the 2 million population requirement set by IKEA. It is also understandable as to why IKEA is planning to build a second store in Broomfield, Colorado, as it was found that by 2020, Metro Denver population is anticipated to increase more than 3.3 million. Therefore, the population will need a second store to meet demands. Northern Colorado currently has a population of 617,708. Though it is growing, it is still not even to the 1 million population mark yet, which is well under the 2 million population requirement set by IKEA. However, both Larimer and Weld counties are home to Colorado State University and the University of Northern Colorado in Greeley. Both of these colleges would appeal to the idea of an IKEA. In a recent study conducted by the National Retail Federation, it was found that college student spending in 2017 is expected to be $54.1 billion, up from $48.5 billion last year, and surpassing 2012's record of $53.5 billion. Approximately $5.9 billion of which will be spent on dorm and apartment furnishings. Though this would bring social desirability to an IKEA in northern Colorado, it is still not enough, as many college student purchases happen at the beginning of the year and would affect the desirability of IKEA's store for the rest of the year. From these examinations, it is not feasible for IKEA to open a third location in northern Colorado, as its population does not meet the 2 million mark set by IKEA, and the social desirability would only be high for students at the beginning of the year, but not for the rest of the year. For my conclusion and recommendations, when examining the cost to build an IKEA store in northern Colorado, it is not feasible as the company is currently budgeting for their Broomfield location. And then when comparing the population requirements between the Denver metro area and northern Colorado, it was found that northern Colorado is well under the requirements set by IKEA, so it would not be feasible for them to have a healthy and profitable store. In closing, it is recommended that IKEA waits for the northern Colorado population to grow and hit that 2 million population parameter. Only then would it be feasible for IKEA to open a store in Fort Collins, northern Colorado. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it.